was some crazy things that happened at the Golden State Warriors practice facility between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. I'm pretty sure we all seen it. Word on the streets is Draymond called him a bitch multiple times before eventually Superman punching him and just taking off on him.
They wasn't asking why he punched him. They asked why the tape got leaked. You know why they asked that question, even the coach? Because like I told y'all, and y'all didn't want to listen to me, y'all chastised me, the brothers y'all are. Y'all like my evil brothers, but I got love for all y'all. But y'all bad, man. I told you guys, these dudes use those tactics all the time, whether it's punching, slapping, all this stuff. It goes on behind the scenes over 1 million times, but nobody ever talks about it. Nobody knows because it never gets out to the public. Now, this was a situation where, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion I talked to, the Warriors leaked this because they were tired of Draymond Green's foolishness, and they wanted everybody to see what Draymond Green was on so that they could lower his price so that Draymond Green would want to either leave or he would have to take a pay cut because they want to pay Poole and Wiggins. Clay's not the same. We got to keep Poole. Wiggins he balled out in the NBA Finals. We got to pay Wiggins the max. He won his money. So guess what? Now that's why they got the talks of Draymond wanting to go to the Lakers. You know why? Because Draymond's already said he wants a max deal. And I've been told y'all this on this channel. Why won't they offer Draymond the max? Because they said it before the season that they didn't want to offer him the max deal, right? So why are they talking about it right now? So now what you do is, okay, now you gave us a reason. So now watch this. After there's any fight, anybody knows as a player in the league, I can bring 6 NBA players up here right now. After any fight, the first thing they do is, cameraman, we got the camera right there. That camera doesn't go anywhere. That footage doesn't go anywhere. That footage is sealed. Nobody can steal that tape because it's one of those tapes that's doing the practice because the media is not in there. So guess what? They would have already had the video, man.
Even if that's true, though, Ticket, you just told us that this is an ongoing thing with Draymond. This is not the first time that he's done this. So if that's true, then why are we waiting for now to release tapes or footage of him? Why haven't we done this in the past?
The money, always follow the money, Lebowski.
What do you mean always follow the money? This is not the first time he's been up for a contract.
No,
it's not the first time this happened.
Hold on.
I don't understand.
You just seasoned yourself. And what happened the last time he was up for $100 million, Fluent? What did he do? He ran in KD's face, called him a P, called him a B, told him, we don't need you. We're better without you. What happened, Fluent? KD left because he got tired of the abuse.
Okay, first of all, that had nothing to do with the Warriors facility. That was in a game, and we saw that on ESPN.
That's why
so that's not the same
Remember,
thing.
Fluent, keep it real. He told Iggy, and that's why I'm out. And guess what happened after that? Draymond got his $100 million and stayed. That very summer, KD left.
Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I low key agree with Ticket.
Thank you.
Now. Cause at the end of the day, like he said, like unless I mean, if it was like video camera footage, like on their phone, then I can understand that. But he's right, like they're not gonna let somebody walk out of there with fucking footage. That's not about to happen unless somebody like immediately sent it to TMZ off the ripper. Like they're just not gonna do that. And to be quite frank, I think it all makes sense as well because like they're not trying to pay him. Now, to be fair though, I don't think that there's that many teams in the NBA that would have given him a max contract regardless. If we're gonna keep it a bean, ain't that many teams in the league that are gonna give it to him regardless. But there is one team that I think would, and it is the Lakers. The reason why is because out in LA, fucking what's his name, Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka ain't doing nothing but managing egos, and he just sitting there managing really clutch clients. So we're gonna keep it a bean. It's a bunch of people out there who keep coming from clutch, who get the money that they want, and they keep just bringing them in over and over and over again. Draymond is also a clutch client, and if there is one team that would put the Warriors in a situation to leverage a player like Draymond, even if it is overpaying him in the long haul, it would be the Lakers to take him off that roster. A, B, they also would need somebody like a Draymond moving forward, and C, the Lakers have been making bad decisions for the past 5 years anyway. So paying Draymond the max contract that he's looking for or anywhere near close to it would make sense as well. Now, I think at the end of the day, I think the Warriors, regardless of the Poole situation happening or not, I think they would have buckled and met Draymond as close as he could. But at the end of the day, if they wanted, I do believe like this is at worst, they benefit from this immensely. At worst, they benefit from this immensely because they know for a fact that he just hurt his value. But yeah, it's just this is mad convenient. Not only that, not only that we leaked, but like y'all don't. I don't know who did it. I don't know.
No other tape
like,
in the history of the NBA has been leaked, Lo. How is that possible that this tape gets leaked?
No, there's been some.
Well,
but
we
yeah.
do, and not only that, we live in a different age.
I will say this: I've sat at a practice where they've said this doesn't get out. So I have heard that before, so I know that's true. Where if this gets out, you're not invited back. But that's to the people they know, right? So, yeah.
So with that being said, I mean, we didn't have Latrell Sprewell choking PJ Carlissimo on tape. We don't have Hakeem Olajuwon smacking Vernon Maxwell in the face. We don't have that on tape.
But look at how far back you're going though. Like even in today's world, with camera phones being as readily available as they are right now, you would assume though, like we would have seen way more of this.
Right.
Maybe it'd be one thing this happened like every year or every other year, but like this very rarely happens. So
and the reason why, go ahead, Lo. I'm sorry.
Like for example, like the Jimmy Butler situation. It was theorized that Jimmy Butler knew he was going to do what he did in Minnesota before they got there. Before he got there, he brought the ESPN people there, had to sit down with Rachel Nichols after it. He knew everything he was about to do before he did it, and we ain't got that on camera. Everybody was there. People who normally not even in Minnesota was there. So he knew he was going to do, and yet for whatever reason, that's not on camera. So, but this somehow gets on camera, and it gets on camera that quickly. It like the news broke. Chris Haynes knew the news before the actual film broke out, was reporting it, which that was also weird. Why would they even report something like that if, again, it's going to be done internally? And then the video leaks like a couple of days afterwards. Like all that stuff was like very odd for it to happen.
I'm trying to make sense of this.
Quickly.
So all of the stuff that you're saying, then if that's true, then why tell us that it's an internal matter? And then why do you
because they just got to. I'm gonna say they just have to do it. They have to do that.
It just looks like it's bad business to me. It looks like it's really bad business.
It is terrible business, but it's smart.
I got the knife, fool.
It's
tell you, hey man, Lo got the knife over there somewhere. I ain't got it. Lo had it, and I don't know what happened to it.
It just seems like it's bad business.
Me and Lo came up. And that was it. That's all I know.
It's bad business, but this ain't not the first. Hey, wait. Take it.
That's it.
Wait, it's bad business, but you want me to think that the Warriors, as much money they've been blowing in the luxury tax, ain't been promising people money under the table this entire time? You don't think they've been doing no shady business this entire time? You don't think they ain't that? You don't think, because we already know they already got KD and Iguodala in situation to earn more money on the back end anyway. So you telling me you don't think there ain't been no shady business going on? And I'm not even making it seem like it's just the Warriors. I'm sure that's what every NBA team. I'm sure that every NBA team has some shady business going on some level. But to have something like this leaked to the public, and you are the culprit of that. That's terrible business.
But hold on, but
who won't know it?
One last thing. I mean, chill. One last thing. Watch this. Here's the thing. When David West left that team, he was the guy that kept Draymond Green in check. So you didn't see Draymond Green pulling those stunts with a guy like David West on the team. Now watch this. But when he leaves, bro, you as a coach, you as a GM, you got a guy that's running ram shot. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. It's a lot of stuff that happened in the NBA that cats get away with in professional basketball if you're winning. When you're winning, that covers up everything. So, guess what? Guess what? Since you kept it private, you can't then break the code of the NBA and put it public to use against him. But the situation with Draymond was so overbearing. The Warriors have been so pissed off with him, from all the stuff he's done in the games to costing them a championship, to the stuff with KD, to the stuff he did when he tried to punch out Steve Kerr, to the stuff that he's done with the GM calling him a leader.
Did he really do that?
Yes, he tried to knock Steve Kerr out.
He tried to.
He tried to knock Steve Kerr head off. Yes, all of this stuff.
So I want to go back because you said it was.
So if that's true, what is this dude still doing on the unit? If that's going on,
you're right. Well, here's the problem. Everyone sees his value on the team, and they can't cut him or trade him because then they're the bad guys. Here's the thing, guys, that we forget. If they extend everybody, so if they give Draymond what they want, Poole, all these guys, right? I think it's next year or the year after, their salary with the penalties that they'll have to pay for being over is over $500 million.
That's not
This is a team The salary cap's 134. They're going to be paying over 500 million in salary. So how do we get Draymond off the green without looking? This is what I'm saying. From a business perspective, is actually it. I'm not saying they did it. I'm just saying from a business perspective, it is good because how do you get Draymond off the team without looking like the bad guy who got rid of our heart and soul? Well, he did this. What else choice did we have? So now they can transition and still be the good guy. Right? We don't stand for that type of behavior. He's out. Oh, those Warriors, they're such good people.
Hey, Chill Town, when you say that, one last thing, Ron. Ron, here's the giveaway right here on that tape. And I'm going to tell you something, Fluent. You probably know this too. If Lo, if you've seen some stuff behind the scenes, you probably know this too. Bro, whenever dudes like that get into a confrontation, especially with one of the young main guys that you need, bro, if that is getting ready to happen, and they come like this,
somebody steps in.
Everybody steps in.
The
fact that the whole team was like this, you know what that tells you? Man, we tired of this shit with this guy, man. This cat, man. And listen, you don't lose trust off a teammate on one situation. This is accumulation of situations with Draymond that he's got away with his temper, blowing up on people. The same stuff you see in public is 3 to 4 times worse in private with them dudes. And they sick of it, man. And guess what? The winning and the play that you put out there with Stephen Clay, it covers it. But guess what? It becomes a limit because when you do that to a kid like Jordan Poole, now you give us an opportunity to not pay you. And what does a billionaire always want to do? Keep money in his pocket. So if I got a chance to not pay you your money as much as you want, now I'm going to leak that, use it against you, have a fake investigation, not find out who did it when we already know. Tell me another tape the last 50 years has came out that all these fights has happened. Bro, at least 6, 7, 8 fights like that happen a year. 6, maybe in an 82-game season. Come on, man.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.